Hey guys, this is Watchalewknat, and today we got the review of the G&G Scar. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, thank you for subscribing, and make sure after this video, if you haven't already, go into your subscription box and pin Watchalewknat as one of your top 10 channels. That way you have no problem seeing my videos in the future. Hope you enjoy the video. I have to admit guys, this being the first Scar I officially review on the Watchalewknat channel, I'm pretty impressed. Before, the only Scars I had really held was either the old CAs, the D-Boys, or some of the Echo ones. So far, I can easily say that the G&G Scar can easily surpass those, but I've yet to decide if it's the best one, as I have not seen the VFC. With its exceptional externals and its official F and Hurstel trademarks, let's see if the G&G Scar can live up to its price point of $380 on Airsoft Station. Included with your purchase of the G&G Scar is this plastic tan grip pod and your standard G&G 450 round tan high cap magazine. This grip pod is as simple as they come. Completely plastic, that's not including the screw that mounts this onto your Picatinny rail system or the spring that ejects out the bipod part of the grip itself. But really, nothing too big here. As always, G&G makes these very high quality high cap magazines. These are the extended versions of your standard M4 magazine, being able to hold an upwards of about 450 BBs. Completely aluminum body construction of the magazine itself, and then as expected, everything else including the inners and the gears are a plastic. The one nice touch I do like about this mags are though the caliber markings on the left side of the magazine, and of course, as always, the G&G trademarks located on the bottom of the magazine. A side note regarding the magazine is that this G&G Scar L magwell was made very well to form around this magazine. As you see, the magazine fits right in with one simple click, and you have slight wobble going left and right, up and down. Starting with the front end of the G&G Scar L, we start here with the flip-up sight. With one button on the left side, you push that in, the front sight can come right up. In the case that you use an optics and you don't want to have this front sight on the gun at all, there is an Allen screw on the side to remove this if you deem necessary to do so. Right under that we see the Mach gas knob. As you see here, unlike the VFC, it is not made to be removed as a front end kit tool, but it's just a nice touch that you can still move it 90 degrees in either direction. And your last feature, as prominent up here on the front of the gun, is the full orange, full plastic flash hider. That is your standard 14mm counterclockwise threads. One of the most prominent features on the G&G Scar L would have to be the rail system, just like any Scar. On the left and right side of the gun, you'll see these 4-inch sections, which would probably be for your tack lights or your lasers. Located on the bottom of the Scar is a 7-inch rail, which is perfect for your foregrips or your grenade launchers like the EGLM. And then on top we have the one-piece rail system, perfect for any optics or any combination of optics. And then at the back of the Scar we have our removable rear flip-up sight. Located halfway down the rail system on the left side of the gun, we will find our bolt. When pulled back, we will reveal our standard G&G M4 hop-up, which is indicated by the green wheel, which from past experience can be very stiff. Moving on to the showcase of the G&G Scar, we have its official F and Hurstel trademarks. First trades we see here says F and Hurstel Belgium Scar L caliber 6mm. Directly to the right of that we will find our unique serial number. And then directly below both of those we'll find the F and Hurstel logo and licensed by F and Hurstel. And then located in smack dab in the middle between of all those three, we have your warning sticker, which is very easy to pull off, as you can already tell. Moving on to the functioning parts of the lower receiver. On the right side here we have the ambidextrous selector switch and the ambidextrous magazine release, which are pretty much the same on the other side, minus the fact that the magazine release is slightly different. Moving on to the quality of the selector switch itself, changing it for both sides, you definitely have a stiffness to it, which is always a good sign, but you only have that definite click when going from semi to auto or semi to safety. Moving on to sling points, both the front and the rear have ambidextrous sling points. Moving on to the stock, as with all scars, they are very famous for their modularity and their adjustability. With a subtle touch of adjustability, the cheek riser can be raised about ½ an inch. Considering the retracting stock is where your battery will be housed depending on the size, you'll probably only have the option of using position 1 to position 4. And just like any other Scar, pushing this one button on the bottom left side of the stock will fold it in, which does expose these wires right here, which I really don't like to see. To unplug and plug your battery, you have one tab here that does not require a tool. Just pushing it out, grabbing with your fingers. You can pull this pin right out and your rubber cheek pad can come right off. This will reveal your Tamiya connectors and your fuse. After retracting the stock all the way out, you'll have one metal button. You can push that in with something small and you should be able to pull the stock right out. I have to say, the battery system of this gun is pretty complex for, you know, what you would expect to see on any gun, but considering this is the Scar and the battery having to go to the back, these two metal rods channels all your voltage from your battery from these two tabs right here that they connect, and then those two tabs come all the way around to these wires that were located in the back. And as you can see here, it was a very tight fit to fit a large type battery, so I would recommend any 9.6 nunchuck, and that way you'd probably have more movement coming out of the stock. And then to put the stock back on, make sure your tabs are in position, looking on both sides, and there you go. Just like that, your stock's back on. And you should be able to get all positions, as I said, with the large battery, except your last two. Moving on to our chrono test, we will be using 0.2 gram BBs on the 8.4 1200 milliamp battery in the gun. 392. 399. 397, 11.09. Okay guys, so in conclusion, the G&G Scar L is a very solid, very consistent gun. For $380 on Airsoft Station, I think this gun definitely lives up to its hype and is a very good price for a very high quality gun. In my conclusion, scoring out of 10, I would probably give this gun's build quality definitely a 10 out of 10. Its functionality probably a 7 out of 10, and its overall an 8 out of 10. The only things that really take away from this gun are the minor inconsistencies in the selector switch, and of course the dreaded, very complex system to take out and put in the battery in the stock, not to mention the wires that are exposed in the bottom. To my final conclusion of the G&G Scar L, for $380, would I buy the gun? I would say definitely. This gun lives up to all of its hype. As I took it to Operation Revelations 2, I used this gun in 1 or 2 games, and I gotta say, its performance definitely matched its build quality, as you'll see in the future shooting test. So, for $380 though, for my playing style and my taste, would I tell y'all to buy it? I would say definitely. This gun is Watchalewknat approved. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my video review on the G&G Scar L brought to you by Airsoft Station. I'm out.